A few days ago, during the weekend, Liverpool lost at home to Nottingham Forest in what was a very limp, very messy, very uncoordinated display. And they needed to bounce back. And they needed to bounce back quickly. And so they did, winning 3-1 away in Milan in the first match day of the Champions League. The first few minutes aside, Liverpool generally were very strong. They did well, controlled the match, controlled the tempo fairly well. It has to be said though, as I was watching the match, the first few minutes, Milan started quite fast, and they scored their goal in the third minute. And I remember as I was watching, and they showed the replay of the goal, there was that sense of, you could see how the defensive line was sort of carved through piece by piece. First, the Milan goalkeeper pinged a lofted pass towards the right wing. Towards the right wing to a player who was unmarked. Tsimikas, who was several yards away from the recipient, abandoned his position to try and chase after a header that he was never going to make it in time for to begin with. So as it was, he rushed full pelt in, missed the header, and just like that, he took himself out of the equation. The ball was past him. Then, a quick passing combination, like a 1-2 type of thing going on. Van Dijk stepped up trying to pressure the striker or something like that. The ball was flicked beyond him, beyond the Liverpool defense line, and just like that, Milan was in. The Milan players, the Milan attack, was in beyond Liverpool's defense line, and within 3 minutes, 1-0. And that type of situation, I would describe it as throwing good money after bad. It's bad enough the way it started, as I said, the fact that Tsimikas took himself out of the equation by chasing full pelt for a ball, leaving his defense line and leaving a gap on the left. So once he left that gap there, he rushed in, failed to get the ball. That leaves a hole. Then Van Dijk tried to compensate for that situation by stepping up as well and pressuring the striker. And just like that, the hole on the left side in Liverpool's defense suddenly became a very big chasm for Milan to attack through. So as I was watching, I didn't like that, especially given the fact that Liverpool had lost the previous match against Nottingham Forest. To start the match this way, within the first 3 minutes, it did not bode well, right? It really didn't bode well. I thought, I had that bit of a sinking feeling. Here we go again, type of feel. But then, as the match progressed, Liverpool got a foothold in it, and they started to be more dominant in proceedings. 2 set piece goals, a free kick cross that came in, then later on a corner, the cross that came in. But at least it was nice to see, both centre backs chipping in with 1 goal each. Then the match in general, overall, I like some of the performances of some of the players today. I think when I think back on it, I think Gakpo did really well from the left wing. He tried to make things happen. And actually, overall, I feel like when I saw Gakpo in this match, he looked sharp, he looked confident. He had pace with the ball. Again, coming down the left wing, trying to make things happen, right? Now, of course, he also had an integral part in the third goal. Very nice passing combination, 1-touch passing to release him down the left wing. Ran with the ball. Got past the defender who was the defender who squared up to him. Got past him, played a smart cross in, sort of a slide goal for the 3-1. And I feel like this match, it is a glimpse of what Gakpo is capable of when he's on it, when he feels, when he's confident. I mentioned before last season on a number of occasions, that sometimes Gakpo, I know he's trying. I'm very certain that he is. But there were moments where it felt like he seemed bereft of confidence. It seemed as if he couldn't do anything right. It seemed like nothing was clicking for him. Couldn't get past anyone, or couldn't play the right pass properly. Couldn't shoot. Couldn't score. That type of feeling. He had some good matches where he did score, but it came in fits and starts. It'll be one match good, one match bad type of thing. But this match, to see him confident and to do what he does best, to do what he can do very well. Hopefully, it could be the start of something good for him, that that he can get a confidence boost and kick on from here and continue to do well for both himself and the team. Because ultimately, everyone in the team, I want them to do well. I want the team to do well. That's the way it is. So it's really good to see him playing well in this game, and again the assist for the third goal. So that is a tangible, quantifiable contribution to the scoreline of the match, and that's good for him. And so, okay, so this was the first match day of of the Champions League. The first of 8 league phase matches, as they call it. So it's important. It was important to to get off to a good start, get off to a winning start, especially away from home. And so Liverpool did very well to get the positive result. And so hopefully after the the loss at the weekend, and now bouncing back, with the win in this midweek. So hopefully that one loss stays as nothing more than just a small blip, and Liverpool can continue carrying momentum forward for the next few weeks, up until the next international break at least.